Apologies for the background noise if you can hear it, but hello everyone, it is me, Yi King, and we're back with another unboxing. For today's unboxing, we got from Beyblade, Beyblade X, Keel Shark 160 Keel. Yeah, so, finally have another booster. Thank goodness. I mean, it's the luck of a dragon to find boosters. Like, I was able to find Wave 1 and 2, couldn't find 3, but I'm able to find a Wave 5 boosters, so that's pretty cool. Wave 4 apparently doesn't have any boosters, so, I mean, can't do nothing about that. There's no boosters. Or there is, and I just forgot, but I'm pretty sure there is. Unless this is actually part of Wave 4, but it's part of a pop-up booth they have for Wave 5 stuff, so that's why I'm assuming it's part of Wave 5, but, But yeah, we got another Keel Shark, so with this, you can find you around a team of mono Keels, because from Wave 1, you can get the purple and green ones, so yeah, it's pretty cool. But also, you have the name right here, Keel Shark 160 Keel, says attack type in different languages, ages 8 up, from Hasbro. You have a little window showcasing the bay, the little rip tab. If you know me, I don't do that. A little CG render of the bay. Says the Teratomi up there, Beyblade X logo, and it says what's included. Since this is a booster, you only get just the bay. Flip over here, it's just nothing. Flip over here, it says you can download the Beyblade X app for free on both the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. Flip down here, we have a beautiful barcode. And we flip to the back, we have our stats. So, Keel Shark 160 Keel is the right spear and attack type blade. For the blade Keel Shark, it's a right spear and attack type blade. Attack 60, defense 25, stamina 75. Oh no, it's not 75, 15. For the Ratchet 160, attack 17, defense 9, stamina 4, height 60. So it has 1 point contact and 60 millimeters tall. And for the big Q, which stands for Quake, we have attack 55, defense 15-5. No, stamina 5-25. I was looking at the dash when I was saying the number. And burst 80. Yeah. That's really it. Let's pop it open. Always be careful when using scissors or anything sharp, especially if you're a youngin. And one thing I will admit for the booster packs, they always seem to be the BX stuff. Like, it's probably gonna happen eventually, but I do wonder if we're gonna get like UX and CX booster packs in Hasbro, or they're just gonna designate them to be doubles and starters. There we go. Apologies, you don't see the unboxing. I look at myself when I cut it open. So, but it's usually within the camera frame, so it's like always fine. Okay, so I need those tape. Come on. There we go. Who knows, maybe I do a mono Keel Shark versus a mono Sordran battle. That would be hard because I gotta like really spin them fast. Before we get into the stuff, we have a little pamphlet. Well, there's one way to know if it's part Wave 5 or not. Is if it features a drop attack stadium. So this is how you assemble the Beyblade, but of course I showed that off anyways. This just re-advertises the Beyblade X app. Flip to the back. Alright, so it's Wave 4 because it shows the basic stadium. Here's how you launch the Bay. Parts of your stadium. Because for Wave 5 with Perseus Dark and my double pack that had Pearl Tiger and Gill Shark, it showed a drop attack. The do's and don'ts, and how to score points. It's first to 4, but me personally, when I play, I do first to 5. Chuck that off to the side. And we got our parts. Alright, go figure. And yes, I know, tripod. There we go. Dump you out. Alright, so we got our parts. And then let's get our blade. Well, that showed off the QR code already, but I'll show it off again when we get to the blade. Alright, well, let's go over the parts. So we have Quake. It's kind of like, it's basically like gear flat or flat. Well, I say gear flat because the gears go all the way down for this side. But then for the rest it doesn't. So it's kind of like flat and gear flat, but chopped in half. So it's like has an angle. Because playing Quake is kind of like a wild card because you're supposed to be able to jump around the stadium. So it's kind of good for the beginning of battle, but if you can't get the KO, you're kind of set to lose. So that's why it's like a wild card. Yeah, kind of nice that Quake and White. The only other Quake that we have is the blue one from B Tyranno from Wave 3. So never hurts to get another Quake. Wow, I do know if you also get the one Stagger Gen, you get Quake with that one, but apparently from TT it came with Point originally, but I'm not 100% sure. We have 160 in this nice black. You know, 160 is actually a pretty good ratchet to have in the collection, so it's nice to have it in black in case you got a pair with a Beyblade that's their color is black. Honestly, I think this Keel Shark booster is just really good just to get parts. Like, even Quake's not that bad. It's just kind of a fun bit to use. So, it's just a good booster to get, really. Because you get two good parts. 160 in Keel, and then you get a fun bit. Because Quake's a wild card, so you get to hop around the stadium. The M160 in Keel are just meta parts. But yeah, now we actually get to play Keel Shark. And I know one of my friends wants this, but I don't know if he picked it up or not, because I think he prefers if it's translucent or opaque. It's one of the other he prefers, but I don't know if he decided why since it's a booster, so he's not losing much on it. But yeah, pretty cool. You got your Shark Boy in black. How many Keels are we missing? Because I know we have the blue painted one, and there's yellow. And I think that's it for Keel Sharks, because the other ones I remember is purple, green, and black, which we have those three in Hasbro. So then we're just missing the yellow and the metallic and the painted blue one. I think the painted blue one, you gotta do something special to get that one. But the yellow one was just like the second prize from Random Booster Volume 1, which had purple Keel. Which, fun fact is, surprisingly, wow. I don't know, because I gotta relook at the Flame Cerberus random booster, but so far, out of all the random boosters, I always prefer the second prize bay over the first one, because they always just look cool. Well, besides Volume 1, because I prefer Keel on that one. But yeah, pretty cool. Keel's kind of known for being like an anti-meta bay, which makes it meta. I remember making that joke every time I do Keel videos, because like, people use it to disrupt the meta, so that's why it makes it meta. I think it's still played with, but not as much. But I do know during the early days, it was played a lot because it could deal with Sword Dran, Sword Phoenix, and whatnot. But yeah, two big clash points. Kind of has like a shock design. And flip to the back here is the QR code, which was shown off by accident earlier, but you have by look at it, so if you want to scan into your Beyblade X app, you can. So how you put it together is you put in the ratchet. You twist to the right, but it's a left spin bay. You twist to the left. You put in the bit, and since it's a BX bay, you get to spin it around to make it look pretty. Alright, time to whip out the stadium, so give me a quick second. Alright, so we do a test launch of it, then we can do a test battle. Got my string. Thank goodness it lasts this long. Let it rip. I should probably raise it up a bit. It's supposed to hop around, but maybe you gotta do a winder to have it hop. So let's try it out. Where's my winder? Okay, I just want to see if it hops. Maybe if you have a bit more strength with it. So, I hardly use my winder, so let it rip. Yep, that definitely hops. Alright, so I guess in the future to get the jumping going, I just gotta use the winder. So I'll do that for quick bits to show off the jumping feature. Alright, well, let's get into the test battle. So for Keel's battle partner for this one, I originally was going to do the purple Keel shark, but then decided to use the Hasbro version of our Shark Bay, which at the time of recording is still a Hasbro exclusive right now, but who knows, in the future it could not be. But we have gill shark. And one of my thoughts and opinions on this bay, I have a link to its video in the description down below, and I caught up in above in case you want to check it out after this video is done. Or, you know, just quickly pause and go check it out, whichever you want to do. But we're gonna launch Keel first, and then for round 2 we're gonna launch gill. Let it rip. Let it rip. That was scary. And when you know he still won. Feels like it about best. Alright, now we're gonna launch our boy Gill. The thing is, I actually kind of effed up the launch, but it still worked out in the end. Let it rip. See what I mean? Wild card. Quick's just a wild card of a bit. Thank you, Gill. Alright, well that's been my look at Keel Shark 160 Quick. If folks did enjoy this Beyblade X unboxing, give the video a thumbs up. Drop a comment down below. I'll apply them as fast as I can. And subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop a new video /short/stream. But until next time, toodles.